Today was a busy day in the world of gaming. Here's what you missed. Eiyuden Chronicle's Kickstarter went live today, and as of this recording, it's met its goal and then some, at $900,000. By the time this video goes up, it will most likely have hit the $1 million mark, which would meet their stretch goal to release on all consoles. We can expect this title from the creators of Suikoden to be released sometime in 2022. Later today, Ghost of Tsushima will be updating with a new patch, patch 1.05. This new patch will include 2 new difficulty levels and changes in game text. The first new difficulty level, Lethal, will make enemy weapons more deadly, enemies will become more aggressive, enemies can detect you faster, and the parry and dodge windows in combat will become more narrow. The second new difficulty level, and I'll call it a difficulty level because that's basically what it is called Lower Intensity Mode. I'm sure Sucker Punch is only calling it a mode because they probably think that adding an easier difficulty level would trigger gamers. And they're right.
I'm fucking triggered.
This easier difficulty level will make most attacks blockable, enemies will stop their combos when the player is hit, enemies will not attack you when you're healing, and it will take longer for enemies to spot you. The size of in-game text can now be increased by 150%. You can also turn off the speaker's name when subtitles are enabled, and you can change the color of the text for subtitles. World of Warcraft will introduce official controller support for the first time ever in 16 years. The new Shadowlands expansion will only be adding support for the Xbox Adaptive Controller, so that disabled gamers can have the option to play with a degree of comfort. When this was announced, game director Ian Hazzikostas was quick to dispel any rumors about the World of Warcraft coming to console, saying, "The idea of traditional controller support is something that would require a lot more work on our part. We're not quite there yet. There isn't in the standard interface menu an option to just use a controller right out of the box. There's a lot of challenges for us to solve there, with dozens of abilities that players have. But specifically for those looking for accessibility solutions and alternate control methods, we want to make it as easy as possible for them to use every option available to them." Pre-orders for the Analogue Pocket will be going live next week on Monday, August 3rd. The folks at Analogue are responsible for creating very high-end versions of retro consoles. Their consoles, the Mega SG and the Super NT, are redesigned versions of the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, capable of outputting in 1080p, courtesy of the native HDMI port located on the back of the system. The Analogue Pocket looks to fill a similar role by outputting an HD signal for Game Boy games. It works with the original Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advanced cartridges. They are also selling adapters for the Analogue Pocket that will make it possible to play Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo, Atari Lynx, and Sega Game Gear games as well.
But wait! There's more!
You can also purchase a dock for the Analogue Pocket that allows the HD signal to be transmitted from the Analogue Pocket to your screen. All of this technology doesn't come cheap though. The Analogue Pocket will set you back $200, and if you want the dock to go with it, that will be another $100. And get this, do you want a power supply? Well, you'll probably have to find one of those little USB blocks to plug into, because if you want one, you'll have to buy it. That's right. The Analogue Pocket comes with a USB-C cable, but its power supply is sold separately at $20.
I hate it. I'm out.
What happened to just giving the customer everything in the box? When did we have to start buying our own power supplies? It all started when Nintendo released the 3DS XL without the AC adapter in 2015. Then the PlayStation Classic was sold at $100 at launch and came without an AC adapter. And now, the iPhone 12, a phone that will probably cause you to take a loan out on your house if you want one, is now reporting to come without a charger or earbuds when it comes out in September. When did it start to become okay to sell finished products incomplete?